everyone, and welcome to Animation Pilgrimage, the show where Sean and I take a look at every single theatrically released animated film in chronological order. I'm Tennille.
And I'm Sean. And today we are looking at Dougal and the Blue Cat. Sorry, I meant Pollux et le Chat Bleu.
Yeah.
In French. Because This is a French film, originally. So, I like how the main character has a completely different name. Instead of Dougal in English, it is
Pollux.
Pollux.
Yeah.
And Chat Bleu, which is Blue Cat.
Some people may recognize this name. There was a 2005 movie animated with Dougal. Yeah, that thing happened. So this is the same character. This is his original film debut.
He's a dog that's very fuzzy.
Very fluff.
Long hair.
Yeah. And it's a pretty simple story with some, like, magic elements to it. But it's basically the story of a dog who gets jealous when its owner adopts a cat.
Yeah. Adopts a blue cat. And they live in, like, generic...
a magic land.
Fantasy, happy forest thing. It's all stop motion, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's a stop-motion film.
And...
created by Serge Dunot and Ivor Wood.
Okay.
Ivor Wood would go on to create other, I think it's Woodward Animations with his wife, and he did a few other stop-motion films, including work on this, Simon and the Land of Chalk Drawings, Hattitown Tales, The Adventures of Parsley, The Wombles, and Paddington.
Okay.
I'm not super familiar with most of those, but they might show up later in Animation Pilgrimage, so
Yeah.
it's good to keep those in mind.
Okay. Cool. Well, Pollux lives in the woods with all of his various friends, like the sleepy rabbit and the snail and the slow cow.
Alright, I'm gonna stop you here, because I think this is important to mention before we continue any further and people get really confused if they're familiar with this franchise at all. So the reason Dougal is called Dougal here in the US and Pollux in French is because when it got translated through the BBC, they completely rewrote the characters and scripts. And this is apparently like an ongoing thing for this franchise, is that whenever it gets translated into a different language, it gets completely, like, redone. Even to the point where sometimes they, like, edit the original footage to better fit whatever script they're writing for the English version.
That's silly.
It's kind of bizarre, and I'm not exactly sure what the reasoning behind it is. I don't know if the French relies on a whole lot of puns. We watched the French version of it, and, like, I don't know. Like, obviously there could be jokes that we're just not getting because they're in French, and so what seems to be the characters just talking to each other could have been a joke that flew over our heads.
Who knows?
But, like, I don't understand what's so hard about translating this, because the BBC...
Well, you see, Tennille, this stuff isn't going to relate to young British
children. I don't know.
So
I don't know, because
we're changing the whole story.
Because the BBC originally rejected translating the series because it was, quote, charming but difficult to dub into English.
Why?
I don't know! But later produced a version of the series using the French footage with new English language scripts that bore little relation to the original storylines. And this is talking about the show, because there was a show that came before this movie.
Okay.
That was also translated by the BBC. And the characters' names So Dougal, of course, is Pollux in French. The other characters are Zabidi in... That's the English, and then French is Zebulon. Zebulon. And then Brian, the snail, for English. His French name is Amboris. Ermintrude, the cow. Or Azalea, the cow.
It's just a flower name.
Dylan the rabbit. Or Flappy the rabbit.
Oh no, Flappy.
They changed his name to Dylan so it would be a reference to Bob Dylan. Because in their version, the rabbit, instead of being sleepy, is more of a hippie.
Okay.
Yep. And the list kind of goes on and on. Oh, even the little girl has a different name. So Margot was her name in this one.
Margot.
And instead, in the British version, her name is Florence. Not even like Margaret. Florence.
Fight that machine, Florence. Because your true name is Margot.
Margot.
Anyways, Pollux loves Margot because he's a dog and he loves his owner. There's a lot of other characters like Mr. Young, who apparently has powers over nature.
But he's like a really old man.
Yeah.
How does that not translate? I don't understand.
Mr. Young, the old man. He's got like...
Does that not translate to English? I think that translates just fine.
He's like Father Time or something. He rides around on a tricycle.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's also one guy, I don't remember his name, but he's got a spring body and he has a magic mustache that does whatever he wants.
Oh, yeah. Him.
Don't know. Either way, plot summary. They hang out in the woods, they're having a good time.
Pollux has a dream.
About something going into the evil whip factory up the hill.
The evil Bleu whip factory. Maybe this is yet again another one of those like French jokes that like maybe sailed over our heads, but why is it a blue whip factory? I'm guessing it's some kind of pun. But it talks about how these are whips used specifically for hitting children, and I'm just like, whoa! Okay.
Right. Either way, the next day, a blue cat shows up, and Pollux is very jealous because everybody else likes the blue cat. And the blue cat is like, I am the blue cat. Hello, I am here to play and be friends and stuff. Blue cat. Bleu. Bleu, 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 bleu. They say bleu a lot.
Yeah.
Either way, he gets away from the others and he sneaks up to the factory. And
the cat does.
The cat. And there is a blue voice who is this lady just going ham.
Oh, she was the best.
Everything is blue.
She reminds me, her performance reminds me of that overacting that's like... she reminds me of the Power Rangers villain. That lady.
Sure.
You know, I like that, you know.
Okay. She's overacting the crap out of this. She has no body, she's just a voice.
Yeah.
But anyways, he gets through this place.
She's having a good time.
He guesses the correct color of all the different blue doors. And he gets all the way through and he becomes the king of Bleu.
Of the factory, which I guess makes him also the king of the magic land.
Because then he sends all of the whips that were made there, who are people, to go out and take over everything. And they go out and they capture everything.
Capture everyone, bring them back, and...
put them in the blue caves.
There's a lot of blue.
And then Pollux is like, I need to get in there.
To save everyone.
To save everyone. So he dyes himself blue. And then he pretends he is Bleu.
Bleu, the dog. Not in any relation to
Pollux.
Pollux.
Yeah. So he tricks the cat. And then, for some reason, the cat and Pollux are sent to the moon to paint it blue.
Yeah.
where he accidentally falls in a puddle of water because they make a joke about how there's no water on the moon, and oh no, there's water on the moon, and now he's lost all of his paint. And so they fight in the spaceship, which flies back to Earth and crashes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the voice is like, "You have failed me, cat. You are no longer a king. Get out of here, you failure." So he runs away. Pollux saves everybody from the caves. There's lots and lots of singing throughout this whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they decide the cat can be their friend, even though Pollux is still not super happy about it.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Young, for no reason, decides it's time for snow. And they all ride the merry-go-round, which is, I'm assuming, is like an ongoing thing from the TV show.
Well, the show is actually called, like, the Magic Carousel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everyone lives happily ever after.
Sorry, the Magic Roundabout.
And everyone lives happily ever after.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, this is a movie intended for, like, 5-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
5 to 10-year-olds. It, like I said earlier with what the BBC person said, like, it's charming. It's charming, but, like, if you're older than 10, you're probably not going to get much out of it.
Mm-hmm. I will say I am happy that the DVD that we got had both versions of the movie on it.
Yeah, we actually started watching in English, and Pollux, or Dougal, I guess I should say, started talking in this voice that's like... The movie opens up with a bird, a cuckoo clock, trying to wake up Dougal, and when he wakes up, he starts saying stuff like he's a war veteran or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Tip top of the morning and to you and stuff and
Yeah, and I'm like, huh.
And then we switched, we were like, wait, hold on. And then we found where the French version was hidden away on the DVD, and Pollux starts talking, and he's just like, "Oh no, I am Pollux. I am very sad and angry that there is a cat."
Stop that.
That's what he sounded like.
I know, but stop that. But like his whole
character was different.
His whole characterization was different. Like, instead of being a war veteran, he was just like
more sassy.
Yeah, he was more sassy and more cute.
I don't know. The Blue Cat has a song that is not by the same person as...
Oh, no, he has a couple of songs, and every time he sings, it's definitely a different voice actor.
He's like, "Yeah, yes, I am the Blue Cat." And then, "I am the Blue Cat!"
Yeah.
I'm like, what? This is someone else.
Yep.
Oh no. Blue Cat is Luigi.
Blue Cat is Luigi. But yeah, I mean, this is cute. I definitely see young kids really being into this movie. The stop motion's cute. I really like the... I'm not a big fan of Alice in Wonderland type magical places, but these character designs are cute. They work well for stop motion.
They're cute except for one aspect. All the humanoid characters have creepy hands that don't have palms.
Yeah.
So it's just finger.
Well, and they're really big.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with them being big. It's just, there's
not.
no palm. There's no palm. They just look like creepy, like, carrot sausages that are here to, like, rip your skulls out or something.
They're like pipe cleaners that have...
a little
weird. Morbid. They're pipe cleaners that have been woven up into hands, but they're like way too big and they're too bendy, and I don't like them. But the non-human characters are cute. I like how Dougal is like this very long-haired dog, so they don't have to animate the feet. That's really smart. It's a good design choice.
It just looks like this fuzzy caterpillar going everywhere.
The question: do you know what kind of dog that's based off of?
Is it the same kind of dog as Lady?
No, that's a Cocker Spaniel.
I don't know.
A Shea Terrier.
Sure.
So
I believe. Don't bother.
Okay, it's the dog with the really long fur.
Well, obviously, I've seen the dog before.
You said don't, but... Did I not look up the right dog? I thought I did. Maybe I'm incorrect. Or, oh, no, wait. I know what it is. It's a Sky Terrier. There we go. Like that.
This dog can't see. There's too much fur on its face.
It's a lot of fur on its face.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I think that's probably going to be it for this review.
Mm-hmm.
So join us back here next time as we finally jump into 1971 with Attack Number 1, the final film.
Oh my gosh.
Immortal Bird.
We're doing it.
That's the title, Immortal Bird.
Immortal Bird.
We keep getting it wrong, but for serious next time, we'll watch it.
We got all confused because right before it, we had like a movie called The Blue Bird from the USSR.
Mm-hmm. All right, so join us back here next time for that.
Yeah, bye-bye.
C'est ici que l'on fabrique les fouets, les lanières cloutées, les knouds, les cravaches, les martinets, qui sont nos armes et notre force.